Hello guys, welcome to Mama Schmooze Reviews. This is a homeschool curriculum overview. I am just starting with it, so this will be the first video, and I will probably do a review maybe a couple months into it and see how it really goes so I could show you and tell you. Now, this is the history book. This is Leading Little Ones to God. It's a devotion. They didn't suggest this, but someone else on a Facebook group did. The Little Hearts for His Glory has a Facebook support group with a lot of resources that you could print out that go along with this if you want to supplement more things, well, you can, or make it more fun. Then I got History for Pilgrims. Teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons, and it comes with The World God Made. I got a lot of these on Amazon used. So I will show you what this is all about. Now, the cover is really outdated, but the inside of this curriculum is amazing. It's written by Carrie Austin and is for ages 5 to 7. Now, I have to tell you from the very beginning, my daughter is turning 4 years old in November. She's very young, but I looked at the Little Hearts or Little Hands to Heaven, and she knows a lot of that stuff already. So I feel like going over that, we've already done that all last year. The past year and a half or so, we've already done preschool at home. So I thought this would be perfect. It might be a little advanced, but I'm going to do it very loosely in 3 days out of the week. So if you can see, this is how it starts out with the table of contents, the beginning of history, the people's sin, Abraham and his descendants, Jacob's family, and so on. And these are 12 units right here. All of these units here. I know if you want to purchase this curriculum, you're looking into it, you want to see everything that they're going to be teaching on. And it's very in-depth with the Bible history and history in itself. Preserving the United States, sites to see and places to visit. Now, I'm going to only do up to Unit 17 since I'm doing 3 days out of the week. So it's going to be very, very casual. They do the introduction, they give you a lot of great tips, learning through history components, learning through the basic components. So I'll tell you what the components mean. This is how it looks in the inside. Now I'm going to zoom it out. This is actually what you'll be doing in a whole day. So for a 5 to 7-year-old, it is perfect. It takes about, they say, 1 hour and 20 minutes. The Little Hearts, Little Hands, I don't know what it's called, Little Hands to Heaven takes half hour. So my daughter has a better attention span as far as a half hour. She could probably do the whole entire thing, but we have a soon-to-be 2-year-old, so it's kind of hard to juggle both of them. So I would say we could do about at least an hour of this and incorporate a lot of it with my son and make it really fun. So this is what it is. There's 4 boxes on this left-hand side, which is learning through history. And then the learning the basics, there's 4 boxes on this side. They make 8 subjects, and the subjects are always reading about history, science. This rotates, and this is science, art, dramatic play, and something else I will show you, but it's cool how this rotates all the time. So you won't be doing science every single day. They'll do it a couple times a week. Rhymes and motion, which is in the back of the book, Bible study, fine motor skills, phonics of your choice, which I got the 100 read lessons, the story time, and math exploration. I just wanted to show, as a person that's looking into curriculum this year, I wanted to upload this video for you guys because there's a few videos out there that I love, and they helped me really see what's inside the book, because I really like to see like every little word and every like lesson plan. So this is Unit 1, Day 1. Reading about history, you're going to read History for Little Pilgrims, pages 1 through 3, so it's so short. This one's probably like the longest little page that you'll read this whole day, and maybe the story time. The key idea is history is the true story about God's plan for the world. It begins when God created all things. God is in charge of the history. It is His history. So I will show you the book, The Little History Pilgrims. And it's really neat. It's very cartoonish, and then they use a lot of real pictures as well. That's the content. I'll let you look at it for a while. Now, it's by Christian Liberty Press. Oh yeah, Christian Liberty Press makes a lot of their resources. and you will read the first page through the third. So God's great story. What is history? Then you'll read this to them, when history begins, and then they talk about the family tree. It's so cool. You can make a photocopy of this, or if you go on the Facebook group page, Little Hearts for His Glory, they have a printout where you can Pinterest it. There's like a family tree, so you don't have to mess this up if you don't want to, or you can make a photocopy. So that's why I love this curriculum, because there is a Facebook support group, and it's really encouraging, and people have lots of ideas. So I will show you this, and maybe I'll go back to the science book so you could, or the history book, so you could see what else what else is inside. So that's it for that square, and it only takes about like 5 minutes, I would say. Now with the family tree, maybe like 10. This one's science, and they just basically tell you to turn off the light, let the students be quiet. You go into a dark room, probably would be my bathroom. We did this before for one of our projects, and you take a flashlight, or you can take a glow stick, or anything that you have in your home that has light, a candle, just be careful. And you just go in there and you show them and describe, like, to them, let there be light. God said, let there be light. You shine a flashlight in the room. You help the students describe the objects with words like numbers and colors and textures, shapes and sizes. And you discuss things outside. You could do a nature walk, or at night you could show them the space. It's really cool. There's so many ideas, and this little text connection here is the science book, which is called The World God Made, and you only read page 2. They give you a key idea. The reason why I love this book, before I go on, is that everything is already done for you. You don't have to do anything. It's already planned out. I tried to do my own curriculum, and I had fun for the past year and a half doing some stuff, but she was a preschooler, so it was easier, and I wanted to do more like thematical studies, and I tried doing it. I planned it, and I got a lot of ideas going on, and it was just so much work. And then when I saw this curriculum and how it was really biblically based, I was really excited about it. So this is the content of The World God Made. They talk about the heavens and earth, the sky, dry land, sea plants, basically all of Genesis. And they like break it all down. So you would read this, show them the cover and the scripture. And this is basically it. This is the second page that they want you to read. So you just read, God created the heavens and the earth. You get a scripture there, and then they explain that the first chapter of the Bible tells of what he made in his creation, and then it's 6 days, and that's it. It's very simple, and that would be it for the science for the day. And you have the hands-on experience there so that they could really capture what God is talking about in his word. The rhymes and motion is God's creation, and they always have cute little songs to go with it, and motor skills, so it's physical activity. So I would probably do this after the memory verse to get ourselves moving around. My 2-year-old son will love it, and I will show you. It's really basic, nothing fancy. Rhymes and motion. They do it to Skip to My Lou. So you would do swing, swing to South America, swing, swing to South America. God made monkeys, swing there, and you swing your arms left, you swing your arms to the right, and you scratch under your arms, and you hop on one foot when you read this. So it's teaching all of the continents, and you use Skip to My Lou. So it's really simple. Even if you can't sing, it works out great. Or if you can sing, you could play guitar, have your kids take out some instruments, and do the fun little activities. They crawl, they hop, they waddle like a penguin, they stomp, and they learn about America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. So there's plenty of other rhymes and motion and a bunch of just different ways to jump around and just have fun, take a little break from some of the studies. So going back to this. Sorry guys, I wanted to do it on a camera. Hope you guys aren't getting, I wanted to do it on a camera so that you guys could see. Sorry. Alright, so that's the third lesson in the first page of history, and then the Bible study. They use devotions for the children's hour. I don't use that. I look through it and I prefer to use something else. So they give you the key idea, and you will memorize the memorization verse, Matthew 19:14. Now, I will show you in pictures, maybe I'll link it up above, a picture of it, but on the Facebook page, they give you a train with all the memorization verses for the year, so you can make a huge train on your wall. It's awesome. Or you can make flowers for the girls. So I think I'm going to do train because I have a daughter and a son. So this is the Bible study that I'm going to do, Leading Little Ones to God. I read into this. I got it on Amazon. I like it, but it seems a little maybe advanced for my 2-year-old, and I kind of like to do the devotions, the devotions more for him and her so they could both understand it. And even this is this one I like that I got on Amazon. Every day they give you a scripture and a little paragraph to read and a really beautiful picture, and I love it. So I've been doing it for the past few months, and they have every month, and they're just beautiful little simple scriptures, and the passages are pretty key on, and I love, like I said, the illustrations, and I love how they have one for every day. So we do read these for breakfast, so I think I might stay with this and use this because my son is so young, and it's really hard to keep him focused. Now, another storybook that I just got from the Bible, that I just got from the library, is the Berenstain Bears Storybook Bible. My almost 2-year-old son and my 3-year-old loves it. It's kind of silly because it is the Berenstain Bears, but I tell them that it's not really bears. They're just being silly. So it's basically a storybook. He's telling them about the Bible, and they're reading all the way through Genesis. I think it's really cool pictures. The land and the sea. So we read it each day that we're going through the Bible. We'll read a page or two. But it's really fun. So that's Adam and Eve. So it's cute. It might not be your style, I understand, but I explained to my 4-year-old or 3-year-old that this is not what Adam and Eve looks like. These are bears. He's telling a story. But my young one loves it. And he actually picks it up every day to read it. So, hey, it's the Bible, right? Fine motor skills. You choose one of these. Do it carefully, thinking skills, and you just do a page each. So, or one for each workbook. Now, I don't have this, but I have tons and tons of critical thinking books. For instance, I use this that I got from a friend, highlights for her to find hidden pictures. I have a bunch of my first counting book. This is more math, but this is very critical thinking. I have tons of Dollar Tree stuff, so I'm going to use all those things up, and then I'm going to buy this when she runs out of it. The story time is The Adventures of Reddy Fox. It's by Burgess, and she also makes Beatrice Potter's books. So they give you a bunch of books that you'll be reading for the whole entire year, and they're all Beatrice Potter books. Burgess, I forgot her first name, but I'm going to try reading this and see how it goes. You're only reading 4 pages of the chapter, and they give you a key idea of what's going on. Granny Fox tricked Reddy Fox into running across the bridge. Reddy learned to overcome his fear. So they're learning about fear. And it's really neat because they make you go through the book. Before you read the book, they want you to look at the cover and ask the students what they see on the cover and get them really involved before they even start reading the book, to look at pictures, because it's not a picture book. It's a chapter book. So you ask students if they could think of any more problems that the fox might have. You read the chapter below, the 1 through 4, and it's really simple. Now, I haven't gotten these in the mail like I said yet. I'm waiting for them, and we will see how that goes. Now, they do have more books that they refer to in the back that you could read with your units, so I might do that as well if this gets a little hard, and then maybe halfway through the year I will start reading these. This is the math exploration box, and the great thing about this is you can use the books that they want you to use, which is Singapore math, and I love it. My husband and I want to do Singapore math because they're doing it at his school that he works at, and I've seen it and it's great. But I just bought a bunch of math books from the Dollar Tree, so I'm going to use that for right now. And then they have these little exercises to do, and they give you little explanations of how to do it. Use one, put one on a paper, and through 5, tell them to outline it and trace it with stickers or with their pen. Then you instruct them to glue cotton balls, cereal pieces, pasta, stickers, and you do it for 1 through 5. So they give you ideas here, and it seems pretty fun. like I said, I have like my first counting books with space, and we do these together. This is like an old school counting book, and she uses her finger, and we go through this. I also have this one. Oop, learn the alphabet. That's not the right one. I have numbers 1 through 12 that the Dollar Tree has, and I've been using it, and she loves it. And I just pull these out, and I have this handy dandy, sorry guys, this clear thing that I got from the Dollar Tree. And you can also use like sleeves, protective sleeves, but this I like because it's big and you could put 2 in there, and then it's not too overwhelming. You don't have to make a book, and they could go through it and do all their math, and then we could reuse it for the next kid. And then the math readiness, I love this one. You have to trace lines for the numbers 11, color, read the numbers, color the amount of the number. All of these are all from the Dollar Tree. And then this is from Target. This one's a really good book. My daughter loves it. It's very colorful. And they learn about measuring and shapes and sizes and what's different and what's the same and numbers. So I'm going to use all of those for my math until we get a little further on, and then I'll do Singapore. The Phonics is let me show you guys what I got. The Phonics is the Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Lessons, and it is great. I just did it with my daughter the other day. So you do 1 lesson a day. Now I think we'll probably be doing half of a lesson a day because I don't want to, oh sorry, here it is, lesson 1. I don't want to overwhelm her. So I got this used for like 10 bucks. I think it's $15. I got it on Amazon. So it goes through what the teacher needs to say in red, and it tells you touch the M, and then when you go to this M you go faster, and how to pronounce it. It says move quickly to the second ball. Again, get ready, and you tell the kids get ready, and they say and it's really cool. They have the sound introduction for the first lesson and lesson for the day 1, and then task 2, say it fast. So they make you repeat a lot of the words, and you do it together. All the red you say as a teacher, and say the sounds for task 3. Task 4, sounds review. Task 5, say it fast. Task 6, sounds writing. And you kind of like go over these, and they trace it with you. And that's it. So they have like six tasks to do within 1 lesson, and we got through, the number 4, so we have a couple more left. So I would say for like a 3 to 4 year old, you don't want to go too fast. They might not even need to read yet. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to your student if you think your kid's ready for it, but definitely by kindergarten or 1st grade, it's cool to use that book. I'm gonna do a review on it after we do a few lessons because I think it's pretty good. I think my daughter enjoyed it. And it's really neat because it teaches you as a teacher how to teach the lessons of properly pronouncing the letters correctly, and it just gives you a guide. So that's basically it, guys. This is what it is. And this box here is science for the first day of the week. Then it rotates to artistic expressions. So you do a craft every time, and they have one for younger and one for older kids. You could pause this video if you want to read what it says, and it gives you the key idea. And you know what? I didn't do this with a Bible study. You do a corresponding music with the memorization verse that you have. So this is excellent because I know a lot of learners learn and memorize through songs. My daughter and my son love songs. And another cool thing about this, every day the Bible study, and when you do the memorization verse, they give you other options to use household items to incorporate in your memorization verse. So they say a sock or a beanbag, you use it as a ball. You throw it in a large bowl or laundry basket as a hoop. And after you score, you say the entire Bible verse, and sometimes you throw and catch, and it's really fun. It's just simple ideas and everything you have at your home. Like for instance, all you need is a pencil and white paper, markers and crayons, and yellow or red paper, construction paper. So it is really neat. Now, on the Facebook group, they have this little Hearts of Dakota timeline card because they go through a timeline. So every time you do a unit, you color one of these and you put it up on the wall. They give you little hearts for His glory. This is the first memorization verse, Matthew 19:14, and they trace it. So this is also in the Facebook group. It's a printable for free. They do a whole entire year. And then the little hearts for His glory materials list. Somebody came up with all the materials you need for every single unit. This is unit 1 for the 4 days. This is unit 2 for the 4 days. So the first day, all you'll need is a flashlight. The second day, all you'll need is construction paper, and they'll give you the subject and what you need. And everything is something that you would see in your home that you would already have. And then they do an optional literature supplement from their bookshelf, what they have in their house, and what they would check out at the library, which I think is in the back of the book. Like, for instance, When Dragons' Hearts Were Good. This is like one of the library checkouts that maybe they suggested in the back of the curriculum book. So somebody like went through everything in the book to get you ready for the materials. So you could be prepared ahead of time by a week, or you could just prepare for the whole entire year to make sure you have all the supplies. This is the second day, and then you do art. This is the rotating box, and then you'll do dramatic play. You'll pretend to be the sun holding up a flashlight. Students pretend to be the earth slowly revolving around you in a circle, and you'll sing Happy Birthday Dear Earth, and it's really cool. So the key idea is here. They give you lots of ideas right here. Again, you will have the reading about history, rhymes and motion, Bible study, corresponding music, fine motor skills. Again, you could use these or use your own, or anything really around the house. Have them cut something that you've actually made a pattern out of. I do that a lot. Phonics, again, that book that I showed you, story time, a few pages out of the book, and then math, which I don't have the Singapore math to show you, but I will give you a link to all of this so you have like an idea of what you need to get through Amazon. And I will also link above or below the Little Hearts for His Glory. It's called Hearts of Dakota, and this Little Hearts of Glory is just one of the main curriculums that they have. Then they go back to science. So you have science, dramatic play, artistic expression, and science discovery rotating in this box here. And then the reading about history, rhymes and motion, Bible study, music, fine motor skills, phonics, storytime, and math, they all stay the same. So like I said, my daughter is turning 4 years old, so I will be doing this with my son. I think what I'll do is the Bible study first, and then take a little break and do a little rhymes and motion with them, do a little bit of science and history. These two right here will be more hands-on and fun, and these are more reading. But you can make this Bible study really fun. And then the music, again, this whole page will be great for my 2-year-old to go along with us. It might be hard for him to stay still, but a lot of these, like I said, you'll be in motion and jumping around. And these here might be some of the things I do with her at night when her dad gets home, or maybe if he's still napping, I will do one with her. It all depends on their schedule. It always changes.